Alright, so this is going to be a really simple tutorial on how to make a little granny square out of crochet. I'm going to treat this tutorial like you know nothing throughout it. It's going to be from the perspective of the crocheter for easier following along. And I'm going to go over all the tools you'll need as well, just so everything's there. So we're known as well stitch counting to keep track of how big you're getting the granny square through each round. So you might have a little extra piece of paper by your side with a little pen to write that down. Anyway, so you know what your yarn. I'm using just a small, like 4 or 5, and I'm using a 4.5 crochet hook. I'm using smaller than recommended. I believe they recommend like a 6.5. This will make the stitches smaller and more tight. If you want a looser knit, go for a bigger hook. It really doesn't matter that much. Just depends on your preference for the appearance. Alright, so to start our granny square, we're going to create the center loop. Some patterns will need a magic circle for this. Thankfully, with this pattern, you do not need a magic circle. Instead, you will be creating a chain circle and slip stitching it together. So to start, we're going to create a slip knot. This will be our first chain. To do this, you hold the end of the string between your thumb and your ring finger, wrap it around these 2 fingers on your hand, go around behind, grabbing that string with your other hand to create a full twist, grab the rest of the string and pull it through, and then pulling it tight. These are really helpful knots because they slip closed. This allows you to sort of chain. So we're going to put that on our hook and tighten it, allowing for a little bit of looseness so we can pull these chains through without hooking the rest of our yarn. So that's the start of our chain. To create our first chain on this slip stitch, or the slip knot, we're going to go underneath the yarn, around, and hook through, creating that little V. That's our first stitch. We're going to do this 5 times, and then we're going to slip stitch it together. So it's the first one, under, through, under, through, under, through, under, through. So that is our 5 chains there. So you can see they create these little V shapes. We don't count the chain that is on the hook when counting the stitches in the pattern. It's just the chains that are off the hook. So we've got our 5 here. To create this basically fake magic circle, we're going to slip stitch into the first chain that we've done. So taking our hook, we're going to put it through, go underneath that string, pull it through that first loop, and then kind of turn and pull it through that second. This will create no depth, but basically make this all one circle. So this is the center of our granny square. And now we're going to create the first stitch on our round. So this will be the stitch that we will add a stitch marker to, and start counting how many stitches we have around. So first we're going to chain 3. This is our fake double crochet. Go under 1, under 2, 3. All right, so this is our fake double crochet. It's 3 stitches tall. Then we're going to create our 2 double crochets to go beside it, going underneath our yarn, hooking around, going through this entire loop here in the center, grabbing that yarn, pulling it through, and grabbing the yarn again, pull it through 2. Then we're going to grab the yarn again and pull it through these second 2. This will create a tall stitch, and it will cover up 2 rounds instead of just 1, so it's a lot taller. I'm going to do that again for this cluster. So under, through the loop, grab that string, pull through 2 of these loops, then we're going to grab that string again and pull through these 2. So this is our first flat side. To create the corners, we're going to crochet 3 in a chain stitch, and then we're going to make one of these little lumps again. I will demonstrate that. So 1, 2, 3. There's our corner there. Then we're going to go under. Grab that loop of string, go through the middle, grab that string, grab that string again, pull through 2, pull through 2. So it might look a little wonky here, completely fine. It's going to look wonky. It's completely normal. It'll start to take shape the more we do it and the more that you get used to your yarn tension. So again, we're going to make 2 more double crochets to create that flat side there. Going under, grab that yarn again, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Now I'm going to do another double crochet, so grab that yarn, go through the middle, grab that yarn through 2, then I'm going to grab that yarn again and go through 2. So we've got those 3. This will be our second corner here. Chaining 3, 1 chain, 2 chain, and 3 chain. Then we're going to go underneath, grabbing a little bit of yarn, and do the 3 double crochets again. Grabbing that yarn, under 2 and under 2. That's our 1 double crochet. Doing the second. Grabbing that yarn through the middle, grab that yarn, and that. There's our second double crochet. So now we're starting to take a little bit of shape here. Might look a little wonky still, completely fine. I'm pulling mine to make it look a little normal, but it'll be good. So then we're gonna grab underneath again through the loop for our last double crochet on this flat. Grab that string, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So we're going to do our last, or our third corner now, and 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then we're going to go under to do our last little flat here. Through the loop, grab that string, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And go under, through the loop, grab that string, through 2, through 2. Now go under, through the middle, grab that string, through 2, through 2. That's our last flat. So to close up this round, and this is where we'll put our stitch marker, we're going to first chain 3 for our last corner. 1, 2, 3. Then this last chain here, we'll see these V's coming out of the center. There'll be 1 here, 1 here, and then this third one. We're going to go through this third one, and we're going to grab that string here, and we're going to make a slip stitch. So we're going to go through, pull this, and then pull that loop right on through the second as well. We'll make this nice flat little stitch, and here's where we will put our stitch marker. So this will be our round. Here we can pause, count how many we're supposed to have, and then we can keep on track of how many stitches we're supposed to have on each round to show you're doing the pattern correctly. And if you don't have the amount, you can go ahead and like rewind, slow the video down, and you'll get it right. It's a little tricky at first, but you'll get the hang of it, and it will look wonky until you know how to pull it out in the right shape like this. So don't worry too much. How you're going to count your stitches is from the top here. So they kind of create these little V shapes. this is a slip stitch, so it looks a little funny and small. Then we're gonna go here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we've got 24 stitches going around this first square here. Now we're going to do the second level. So we're going to leave this little hook here until the very last round. It will help you to know when to end and then when to count other stitches up, where to count from. So to start, we're going to chain 3, then we're going to go ahead and loop our string underneath. What we're going to be doing is putting 2 on either side instead of one of these little clusters. So we're going to have 2 little bunches, 2 little bunches, 2 little bunches, and 2 little bunches here. So how we're going to start that is we're going to start in this little gap that we've kind of created here from the chains before. So going under our string, we're going to then go through this big huge gap here, grab that string. Don't even mind the stitch counter, it'll be able to be removed. Go under, grab that string, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So that's our 2 little double crochets, the chain and the double. We're going to do the third, under the yarn, through that big gap, grab that string, pull it through 2, and pull this through 2. So that's our first little cluster. When we go over these flats here, we're not going to chain 3. We're going to chain 2 instead, so that it remains flat on here and then curves on the corners where we're going to add 3. So we're going to do 2, and we're going to make these nice and loose so that it doesn't buckle that much. It'll look really nice and flat. So there's those 2 little chains. Then we're going to go under and grab that string, grab it again, go through 2, through 2, that's a double, under the string, through the loop, grab that string, pull it through, and pull it through, it's another double, underneath the string, into the loop, grab the string, grab it again, pull through 2, and through 2. So there's our first 2 on one side. I'll kind of pull this little guy over. Now we're going to create our corner. So we're going to just do what we did last time. 3 little stitches here. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go under to create our first double crochet of the second little bump on this corner. Grab that string, pull through 2, pull through 2, under, grab that string, pull through 2, pull through 2. So we've done 2 little doubles onto our last, under the string, through the loop, grab 1 string, pull through 2, and through 2. So that's our corner here. You can see that when we do 3, it creates that nice shape. You can kind of pull it out a little bit, adjust these to fit nicely. So now that we're back onto another flat, we are going to do only 2 chains again, keeping them nice and loose. 1, 2, perfect. Oh, lovely. So then we're going to do the 2 doubles 2 double bunches in this corner as well again. So under the string, through that big loop, grab the string, pull it through 2, and through 2, and again under that string, through that loop, grab that string, pull through 2, and through 2 again. Under that string for the final double, grab that string underneath, pull through 2, grab it again and pull through 2. And we've got our first cluster there. Creating another corner between these 2 little clusters, we're going to chain 3. Chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. And then we're going to continue with our second little cluster, again like in the same little gap here. So under our yarn, through the little gap, grab that string, then grab it again with the hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. We're going to do that 2 more times. So under the string, through the loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. So then we're going to do that again under the string, through the loop, grab that, pull through, pull through. That is our second little bunch there. So then along this side, we're going to chain 2, this little flat, nice and loose so they lay flat. Then we're going to start on our first little double cluster in this corner. So under this crochet, or under this string, through the loop, grab that string, pull it through, grab it again and pull it through. You may have to adjust these off to the side as you do them to make them kind of sit proper, but totally normal. Second double here, under the string, through the middle, and go through 2 and through 2. For the third one here, under the string, through the loop, go through 2 and through 2. So that's a first one here. We're almost on our second round. As you can see, we're coming close to this stitch marker, which I will show how to address at the end here. So we're going to do our second little chunk here after our corner where we chain 3. So 1 chain, 2 chain, 3 chains. Then we're going to start on our second cluster, going under that string here, through the loop, grab that string, pull it through, grab again, through 2, through 2, and under that string, through the middle, grab that string, through 2, through 2, and for the final one, under that string, through the middle, grab that, pull through 2, and through 2. So now we've almost onto our last corner. We're on a flat though, so we're going to chain 2, nice and loose. 1, 2. And now we are going to do our last little cluster. We're only going to do 1 here because we've already done the first on the start of the round. So we're going to go underneath our string here, through the big loop, pull through, and through 2, through 2, underneath our string again, through the middle, grab that string, through 2, through 2, and go under string, grab that string, through 2, through 2. So Alright, so now that we've gone around, we're going to create our last corner, and we're going to address the little stitch marker here. So to create our last corner, first we're going to chain 3, chain 1, and 2, and 3. Then we're going to attach it over here. So this stitch marker marks the last stitch that we left on our last round. It marks the base of the chain as well. So where the chain actually are 3 chain went up here, those 3 V's, we're going to look for those, and we're going to slip stitch on the 3rd V here by going through, grabbing that string, pulling it through the first string, and then kind of curving our hook and pulling it through the second as well. So there we go. Now what we're going to do is take this stitch marker out and actually put it in this stitch right here. The slip stitch will be tighter than the other stitches, so it will look a little bit different, but it's right there, that little V shape, and we'll mark that. Now we are going to do our final round. This will make a nice sized little granny square, even if you're using a small hook like this. If you're using a bigger yarn, it might make it a little bigger, but it'll be nice. This is like a good size, honestly, for a multitude of things. You can use them for blankets, for, you know, sweaters, anything. And they're nice, kind of cute texture. So some people like to change the color at this point, but I'm just going to keep it super simple. We're going to do a 1 color one, and I'll do a little bit maybe on color changing after, because that's a lot. So to do our last round, we're going to be chaining 3 to create a fake double crochet here. At this point in time, you also can stop and count your stitches before. What you're looking for here, again, is these little V's at the top. So if we look at them like this, we can kind of see them more accurately. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So we should have 44 stitches, not including this little chain here. If you don't, you can go back and slow down the video, take your time, make sure you have 3 double crochets in each of these little clusters, and the right amount of chains. You may also miscount, so, you know, make sure you're counting double, making sure you're writing it down. 44 should be here. So let's go on to the last round. After those 3 chains here, we're going to go under our yarn, through that middle loop here, grab that yarn, again ignoring that stitch marker, as annoying as it is, and then going through 2, grabbing again, through 2, makes our 2 little double crochets, doing our last one for this little round, under the chain, or under the string, through the loop, grab that string, go through 2, go through 2, then we're going to chain 2 here. We're going to do 1 little block here and then chain 2, because we're trying to keep these areas flat. When we do double the little bumps, it's on the corners and it makes them stick out like that. So we're going to chain 2 here, chaining 1 and 2. Then we're going to go under the string through this middle block here, grab that string, then grabbing it again, we're going to pull through 1 and 2, then we're going to grab that string again, pull through 2, a loop under that string here, oops, then we're going to go through the middle again for our second double crochet, grab that string, grab it again, pull through 2, then pull through 2, and for our last one here, under that string, through the middle loop, grab it, and pull through 2, and through 2. So that'll create our flat side. Then we're going to finish that little flat side here with 2 chain stitches. And then we're going to do our first of the 2 that we're going to do in this corner here. So we're going to go under that yarn here, into that corner, grab that string, pull through 2, pull through 2. I'm going to go under that yarn, into that corner, grab that string, pull through 2, pull through 2. And then for our last little double crochet for this first block, we're gonna go under again, through that big loop, grab that string, grab it again, pull through 2, pull through 2. There's our first little bump there for that corner, creating that flat side. We're going to then chain 3, chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, create that corner. So we're going to come in again in the same little open area we just crocheted in, loop under our string, grabbing that yarn, and grabbing it again, pull under 2, of that string, go through the loop, grab it again, pull through 2, pull through 2, grab that string, under the loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. So there's our little corner. This will be our last corner. We're going to continue on our flat here. Alright, so continuing on the flat, we're going to chain 2. Under the string, pull through 1, and pull through 2. Then we're going to go under our yarn here. We're going to start to crochet in here. Go through there, grab the loop, pull through 1 or 2, and then pull through 2. Go under the string, through the middle loop, grab that string, pull through 2, pull through 2, go under that string, through the loop, grab that string, pull through 2, pull through 2. There's our little lump there. Should have 3 double crochets. So now we're gonna chain 2. And then we are going to start working into this corner here. So going under a string here, through that middle loop, grab that string, grab it again, pull through 2, pull through 2. First double, under that string, through the middle, grab that string, grab it again, pull through 2, pull through 2, under your yarn for a third double crochet, through the middle, pull through 2, pull through 2, and there's our first little divot to our corner. We're going to now create the corner of 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go under our yarn into that same opening. Grab that yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2, go under that yarn again, through that loop, grab that string, pull through 2, pull through 2, go under that yarn, through that divot, that string, grab it again, pull through 2, pull through 2. There's our second corner here. Now we're going to go on to our third flat. So we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. There we go. Then we're going to go under our yarn and we're going to crochet into this next little divot here. So pulling through that yarn, grab it under 2, under 2. Okay, and then again, under that yarn, with the loop, grab that string, pull through 2, pull through 2. Again, under that yarn, through that loop, grab that string, pull through 2, pull through 2. There's our other little one there. And we're going to do another little flat, so we're going to do 2 chains. 1, 2. Then we're going to start on this corner here. So under the yarn, through that loop, that string, pull through 2, pull through 2. Under that string, through that loop, grab that yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2. Under that string, through that loop, grab that yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2. That is our first little lump on their third corner. Now we're going to create that corner with 3 chains. So pull through 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do that secondary lump in the same loop that we were just working in. So under our string, through that loop, grab that yarn, grab it again, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Under that string, through that yarn, or loop, grab that string, grab it again, pull through 2, and through 2. Got 2 there, get third, under that string, through that loop, pull through 2, and through 2. So there we have that third corner coming up on our last corner. In the last corner we will tie off, and I'll show you how to tie off and to leave an end for adding them together, or how to hide the end, but we'll get there when we get there. For now we're going to do this last flat. So we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to work into this little divot here. So under the yarn, through that divot, grab that string, pull through 2, pull through 2. Under that yarn, into that loop, grab that string, grab it again, pull through 2, pull through 2. Under that string, through that loop, grab the yarn, grab it again, pull through 2, and through 2. And there's our little divot for the side. We're going to do another flat, so we're going to do 2 chains. Then we are going to do the last little divot on this corner. We're going to go under our yarn, through that loop, grab that string, pull through 2, pull through 2. go under that yarn, through that loop, string, pull through 2, pull through 2, the last one, under that yarn, through that loop, pull that yarn, through 2, and through 2. Now we are going to chain 3 for the very last corner before we close this off. So chain 1, chain 2, chain 3. So now looking back at our first stitch, it's marked at the base, but again, it is 3 stitches up where we're going to actually attach. So you see right here, 1, 2, 3 of these. We're going to go in here. We can go ahead and remove this after or now. I prefer now, so I can close this up nicely. Then we are going to grab that string, pull through the first loop, and turn our hook to pull through the second. This is going to create a slip stitch. We can go ahead and do this again. I do prefer to do this again. So if we see we've pulled through 1/2 of this chain here, now we're going to go into the second stitch. So we're going to actually see that V shape here. We're going to go underneath that, both of those little crochets. We're going to grab that yarn here, pull it underneath there, and then twist that hook and pull it through here as well. That will assure that it won't come undone. I really appreciate that. So I'm going to cut this chain or this string short for the sake of showing how to hide these strings. Some people like to leave them long to attach pieces together. I do that for some things. For other things, it's easier left to just show how to attach a string and attach them. So we'll do it that way. So we're going to give ourselves a little bit of room, but not much. Cut that string off there. Now we're going to take this string, act as though we're chaining by grabbing it through here, pulling it through that last loop, and we're just going to let that tail go and pull it all the way through, and then we're going to tighten that. This way it won't affect the tension of any of your stitches when you pull this tight, but it'll have a nice tight grip. To hide this string, what we're going to do is actually just use our crochet hook, pull it through, and then go through here, through another little loop here, just pull it through. And you're just going to go back and forth like that, through the next stitch, grab it, pull it through, turn it this way, through this stitch, grab it, pull it through, into this stitch, grab it, and pull it through. Once you do that a few times, honestly, you can just take these and cut them. And it should hold up nice. They may come out like that. If they're woven very gently, you can move them back and forth. Sometimes they won't do that. Generally speaking, it won't be that big of a deal inside the project, as you'll have attached these on along those seams, so it'll be held in nicely. This little tail end, since it's going to wound up in there, can just be cut off as well. It's one of those nice things about the chain starts and not the magic circle starts. So there you have it, your little granny square. I did this one, I believe, 4 or 5 weight yarn, so not that thick at all. An average yarn, and I did it with a 4.5 hook. You can use a bigger one or a smaller one. It won't have that much of a difference, other than making tighter or looser stitches depending on the aesthetic you're going for. So yeah, I hope this helped a little bit. Have fun.